Alright guys, what is happening and welcome back to the video. So today we're going to be trying something new, doing some live commentary on the video. So another thing I'm also going to be doing, I'm going to start posting some longer format videos, seeing as we're going to start racing next year. All the race footage is going to be kind of half an hour to 40-minute long videos. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Well, feel welcome to drop a comment down below if you have any recommendations, and hit the like button and subscribe if you want to. So today or in this video, we were planning to start doing morning rides just for extra practice, and unfortunately Zane's bike broke, so Louis and I went out for the ride. So the first lap is going to be pretty slow because we're just going to kind of do a cycling lap, feel out the little track that they laid out, and then we'll progress from there. If you guys watch till the end, then you'll definitely see the progression, so enjoy. You know, in South Africa we are very fortunate that you can almost like just pop out of your house and then there's some sick terrain to ride, so that's pretty awesome, the areas that we're staying in Gauteng. Quick little pop over the rocks here, not going too bad so far. Now this is obviously the warm-up lap, and as you'll see shortly, we're still pretty unfit. It's definitely something we're going to have to work on throughout the racing season. Louis is still recovering from a broken foot, and during the time of this video I was still kind of sick, had some sinus issues. These little downhills where you can't really see where you're going are always quite sketchy. Got through it pretty good nonetheless. Got a sick little step up here. And if you're wondering why there's so many rubble and junk lying around, there's actually, like, we found that there's people sleeping there in the bushes, which is quite sketchy, but yeah, felt pretty bad for disturbing them because this is like 5 o'clock in the morning. Almost lost it over there. I like how Louis, every lap we go around over this step up, Louis just absolutely sends it over there. Still kind of scattered, trying to find our way around the track. Now there's a little fast section, open up the bikes a little bit. Obviously still taking it easy. We don't know what is lurking in the bushes, and that's always no fun, hitting a lurker and putting the bike down. There's some square edged bumps there where the water was running through. Some awful little westerns there. Now this step up, I kind of like chickened out every time, even though I know if you just square up to your step up, you'll get over it. But I kind of like screwing myself every time. That's a pretty fun section over there. You can go pretty quickly over there. Now this is like a small little rock garden with medium-sized rocks. Man, on the first lap I really got hung up on these rocks and struggled to get over them. But yeah, in the following laps we get over them pretty quickly. And we got a bit far ahead, so I'm kind of just like punting around trying to figure out which way he went, because obviously this is the first time I've ridden this little loop that they figured out here. And then I see him there waiting for me. Pop it over the building rubble over there, and this is like another quick little back section of the loop. And once again, we're just moving kind of slowly through the brush. Even though the grass looks fairly short, there's quite big rocks lurking in between the grass there, so they can really kind of ruin your day if you're not careful. And that kind of concludes the sighting lap. So let's call this the main straight. To stop, I recently replaced the rear wheel bearings on the bike, so I'm just checking if everything's still feeling good over there. Everything's still nice and tight. And we're at the start of the second lap, so me and Louis quickly stopped to have a chat. And we're off again. This time I'm going to try and send it a little bit harder, popping over the first jump. One thing that we also started doing, but only after this video though, we started riding as if we're racing. So instead of just kind of following each other, we kind of push and try and overtake each other. I mean, that's also an essential thing to practice when you start racing. We launching it over that step up over there. As you can see already, the pace is fairly quicker than the first lap. We with the pivot turns almost went over the bars there. I have to say, this is probably the part that kind of sketched me out the most of this little loop we have here. But like everything, you just got to get used to it. Every time on this little step up or little climb here, I kind of ruin my momentum with those rocks leading up to it. This time we took a little bit of a different line down that little hill over there. Smash it right through the bush and check out these things up here. Oop, up and over. Good. got kind of hung up there. See, that's what I was talking about. The larger rocks kind of lurking in the brush. Hit it over the square head bumps again. Kind of got into this corner a little bit quicker, but being in the wrong gear, can't get out of the corner as quick. Yeah, I already started struggling with arm pump, struggling to make turns. Kind of just have to refocus. Still taking it kind of easy, and once again for this one I decided not to square up on it. Made it over a little bit better, but as you can see, like, it kind of throws off your balance if you're not squared up properly. This time around I've kind of experimented with a different line here, totally screwed that up. Making it over this little rock garden much quicker than the first lap. And it just kind of ruins the scenery, all the trash that's lying around. It would be great if the people can just kind of clean up after themselves. Slowly cruising back to the start. Use that as a good opportunity to catch our breath. Definitely can move a little bit quicker through this section of now. One thing I still kind of struggle with is I'm always very hesitant, but slowly but surely getting over it. And then, being as unfit as we are, we really want to check out something on his bike and stop to have another chat. Enough chit chat, we're off again. And this time I kind of got over that at a decent pace, but if I kind of kept both of my feet on the pegs, I would have gotten over it a bit quicker. Those little things that let people get way ahead of you. Didn't actually check the lap time, but every lap we go through it a little bit quicker and a little bit quicker. This time I got on up here, but it didn't really matter because when we went over, his chain got knocked off. So now we first need to do some field repairs. Kind of just lift up his bike so he can spin the wheel back around. And we got the chain back on. He definitely needs to tighten up his chain a little bit. It is just a slight bit too loose. Just check the chain with him on it, and then we get up and go again. Man, I really need to replace the bendix on the bike and get the electric start working again, because continuously kickstarting the bike is just time consuming. Got kind of hung up there, decided to try a little pivot turn, worked out fairly well in my favor. Seems like he took a different line on this section every time. Kind of tough at the beginning when you mapped out a loop. Once the lines are more defined, you kind of stick to the same one. It's with the square edge bumps where I really decided that I need to redo my front suspension, or at least just kind of swap out the fork oil, because it also deteriorates over time, and my front suspension has really been feeling pretty shitty over the last couple of rides, so that's definitely something you'll see in a future video. Still haven't built up the confidence to square up to that step up, but on the final lap it all changes. Got through there a little bit better, just kind of changing my approach up. Really need to work on my speed over those like rock garden type of things. As you can see, that's where Louis and Zane both will get pretty far ahead of me. Louis wanted to stop and have another chat again. I think he saw like a broken bottle in the trail or something. Definitely the quickest we've gone through this section as of yet. It's pretty fun. There's kind of a bunch of step downs. This one you can really catch some air. And now that we know there's kind of no lurkers on the line that we chose here, you get to it a little bit quicker. And this is the start of the final lap. So I really wanted to try and push it this lap. Even took the goggles off for some more ventilation because I was still sick. I really struggled to kind of catch my breath. Still can go a bit faster in that section over there. Catching a little bit of air on that lap. If you're still watching, which I hope you are, you can clearly see the way we have improved our pace over the 4 laps, and that we're really going a lot quicker now, even though we're both really feeling it, that we kind of try and embrace the suck and just push through it. And I'm sure, you know, if I had to go and like kind of record the lap times without the stoppages, this would have definitely been the fastest lap. Got to work on that section next time. And once again we have to stop. This time Louis' gear lever started coming loose. As you can see, he's pretty frustrated.
Yeah.
So we just kind of chat about it, and we concluded that we were just going to finish this lap and call it a day, seeing as I'm the only one with a reliable bike. So yeah, we decided to finish the lap and head back so Louis can fix or kind of just tighten his gear lever, and Zane still needs to redo the bottom end of his bike. Taking a different line through here once again. Luckily we were able to jump right back into the pace that we were riding at before. Louis making it look very easy over that little step up the rock there. Next time we do this little looping in the morning, I'm definitely going to try and push a bit harder to get some overtake speed, because even as I'm watching this, it kind of sucks just me sitting behind him. I don't know, I have the ability to ride a bit faster, but sometimes just kind of keep it conservative. But that'll change soon. I overshot that corner there.
Oh, overshoot.
In this lap I finally decided to square up and just pop over it. And in that moment I instantly realized, or instantly just thought, idiot, I could have done that every time, and it's so easy and you save so much time and it's so much quicker. Now I just want to go over everything. pushing up this last little hill, also filled with loose rocks. Can easily get caught up. I try to push to catch up again, and down I go.
It's bound to happen.
But I knew my front tire is pretty worn out, so I knew it was bound to happen that the front wheel was going to wash out. Luckily, I already got a fresh front wheel, and I already kind of forgot which direction to go. And luckily, I saw the tracks, and Louis is like way far ahead of me now. And that concludes this ride. Or at least so I thought.
That's all she wrote.
So, just gonna rip the last section here back to Clan's house where I parked my car. Gonna cross the road. Didn't communicate with each other, and I almost took Louis out of it. Didn't know what he was planning to do. So I turn around to try and check what is happening. Cheeky moves, Louis, cheeky moves.
Nice. Van is heel pad.
So this is the last little section. It's not part of the loop or anything. It's just kind of, that's a kind of a fun climb. Also some nice corners over here. Always getting smashed in the face with branches. That looks fun. And that concludes the morning's ride. So as I said, if you guys enjoyed the video, if you guys enjoyed the commentary, obviously it's something I'll work on. I'd really appreciate some feedback from you guys, what I can improve on, and I'll try and do that for you. Yeah, remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment, and stay tuned for more videos.